In a world where every rapper's move is documented online, staying cool is almost impossible. Drake used to be untouchable, the rapper everyone wanted to be or be with. He was mysterious, calculated, and effortlessly likable. Now, every move he makes feels like a meme waiting to happen. Somewhere between the champagne and the heartbreaks, Drake lost his cool. The same internet that made him a global star now laughs at him daily. Once he was the underdog from Toronto, proving the world wrong. Now, he's the billionaire dad dancing awkwardly on Instagram Live. His early music felt emotional and authentic. Now, it feels algorithmically assembled. Drake became too self-aware, too polished, and too predictable. The charm that came from vulnerability has turned into cringe self-parody. He's no longer seen as the relatable soft guy, just the corny old rapper texting 19-year-olds. Even his confidence doesn't hit the same anymore. It feels forced. Drake used to define cool. Now, he's desperately chasing it. The Certified Mid-Boy. Certified Lover Boy was supposed to be a return to form. Instead, it became the turning point where fans started to admit Drake fell off artistically. The album had hits, but no heart. Every bar felt like a recycled Instagram caption. Drake once made anthems for every emotion. Now, he just makes playlists for gym bros. The rollout was massive, the marketing elite, but the soul was missing. Fans started calling it Certified Bored Boy for a reason. It's not that the songs were bad, they were just empty. Even the collaborations felt mechanical, as if designed by committee. Drake's magic used to come from surprise. Now it's from repetition. When you hear a new Drake track, you already know the flow, the topic, and the fake deep quote. At this point, it's like watching someone microwave the same meal for 10 years. The hunger is gone. The mystery is gone. The evolution stopped. He's been too rich, too famous, for too long to sound believable anymore. And fans can feel it.
Meme era Drake. Once upon a time, memes made Drake lovable. Now they've turned him into a punchline. Every new photo becomes a template before the song even drops. From the awkward dance moves and Hotline Bling to the weird braids and painted nails, he's become content. The internet doesn't fear clowning Drake because he's everywhere all the time.
And I'll say this about Drake. He hasn't been the same since Views, really, in my opinion. I haven't really listened to a Drake album since Views. Because everything after that, just like my man saying right here, it just feels empty. So make sure y'all drop a like on this, comment, subscribe, and hit that hype button. It's your boy Jet Ski G. We back with another banger. Let's get into it, y'all.
His image went from cool global superstar to rich guy trying to fit in with the kids. Even his interviews feel like TikTok skits. When he says something serious, nobody takes it seriously anymore. Drake used to control his narrative. Now the memes do. He tried to out-meme the internet with self-awareness, but it backfired. Every time he leans into the joke, it just makes it worse. Even when he drops a serious verse, the internet just posts gifs of him in a silk bonnet. That's when you know the cool factor is gone.
You're cooked.
Drake's not in on the joke anymore. He is the joke.
The AI rapper. Drake once prided himself on being versatile, but lately, that versatility turned into identity crisis. He's singing, rapping, doing Afrobeat, dance, drill, UK slang, patois, all in one verse. It's impressive on paper, but in practice, it feels hollow. Like he's trying to be everyone else except Drake. Honestly, Nevermind felt like a midlife crisis set to a club beat. Drake's strength was emotion. Now it's imitation. He doesn't evolve naturally. He copies what's trending. Every album sounds like a reaction to someone younger. You can literally timeline his mimicry. Migos flow in 2013, UK drill in 2019, rage beats in 2023. It's like watching the world's richest cosplayer. Instead of creating new waves, he's surfing old ones. He's not influencing the culture anymore, he's influenced by it. That's why the youth moved on. Drake stopped leading and started following.
The TikTok trap. Drake once ran the radio. Now he runs TikTok. But that's not a compliment. He's making songs for 10-second dances, not for timeless replay. Rich Baby Daddy, Tootsie Slide, these sound like marketing strategies, not art. The same guy who made Marvin's Room is now chasing TikTok virality. Every release feels like a focus group experiment. He's not trying to make classics anymore, he's trying to trend. When music becomes marketing, it stops feeling human. Drake knows exactly what goes viral, but not what lasts. His biggest songs lately are the ones fans clown him for, The numbers still go up, but the respect goes down. The Drake era used to define music. Now it defines algorithms. Even his haters stream him just to make memes. That's not dominance. That's desperation disguised as data. And deep down, Drake knows it.
The lost mystery. Early Drake had mystique. He barely gave interviews, and when he did, they mattered. Now, he overshares everything. His DMs, his vacations, his son's drawings. There's nothing left to discover because...
Yeah, and besides that, he leaks everything to DJ Akademiks, and Akademiks just tells you everything that you need to know about Drake. Drake has something new to be heard from DJ Akademiks every day, but we're supposed to think that he's not using Akademiks as his mouthpiece. No diddy.
He posted all himself. The mystery that made fans curious is gone. We know too much, and yet it feels like we know nothing real. Drake tries to appear relatable, but it comes off as performative. When he says, "I'm just like you," everyone knows he's not. He's the billionaire renting out stadiums for dinner dates. There's no authenticity left to cling to. His entire personality is now brand maintenance. Every smile, every quote, every post, calculated. He became the product, not the person. And once the illusion of authenticity breaks, it's impossible to rebuild. Drake stopped being mysterious, he became predictable.
The age problem. Hip-hop is a young man's game. Drake is 38, still trying to act 25. It's not that he's too old to rap, it's that he refuses to age gracefully. Instead of evolving, he's fighting time. The new generation doesn't relate to him anymore. His slang sounds outdated, his outfits forced, his energy borrowed. When you've been rich that long, it's hard to sound hungry. Fans can tell he's playing a role he's outgrown. There's nothing wrong with being older in rap. Jay-Z did it perfectly. But Jay aged with dignity. Drake's still stuck in Instagram filters. He's trying to prove he's still him, but the desperation shows. It's not inspiring anymore. It's embarrassing. The more he tries to sound youthful, the older he looks. The music hasn't matured because the ego hasn't either. Drake's biggest enemy isn't another rapper. It's time.
The decline of the pen. There was a time Drake was untouchable with the pen. Tuscan Leather, 5 a.m. in Toronto, Do Not Disturb, those verses were God tier. Now, his lyrics sound like recycled captions. He's rapping about yachts and private jets like we haven't heard it 1,000 times. The metaphors got lazy, the wit disappeared, and the depth evaporated. Even fans who defended the ghostwriting accusations now shrug. It's not about whether he writes, it's about whether he cares. And lately, it feels like he doesn't. Every bar feels phoned in. He still raps about the ones that switched up, but at this point, who hasn't? The emotional punch is gone because the perspective stopped growing. It's the same heartbreak on repeat. But this time, nobody believes it. You can't fake hunger, and Drake's verses sound full. Not full of meaning, just full of himself. And fans have noticed.
Full of shit.
The curse of overexposure. Drake is everywhere, and that's the problem. When you never go away, people stop missing you. He drops every year, collabs with everyone, and floods every feed. He turned oversaturation into his brand. But with constant visibility comes diminishing value. It's like eating caviar every day. Eventually, it tastes bland.
It ain't nothing.
Fans crave anticipation, not constant supply. Drake doesn't give people time to miss him anymore. Every drop feels like a chore, not an event. The excitement that once surrounded a new Drake album is dead. Now people just say, oh, another one. The culture moved on to rappers who take risks. Drake takes algorithms. He's too available to be interesting and too safe to be iconic again. That's the tragedy of overexposure.
The weak features era. Drake's feature run used to be legendary. He'd jump on a song and instantly elevate it. But lately, he's been dragging tracks down. From Yeet to Sexy Red to 21 Savage, his features sound lazy and detached. It feels like he's doing them out of obligation, not passion. The same energy that made Sicko Mode legendary is gone. He doesn't surprise anymore. He just recycles. Even the artists
all his features are here today, gone tomorrow, which is something that we weren't used to. But after the Kendrick versus Drake beef, that's what we've been seeing. All these songs don't stick no more.
Those signs don't seem excited about it. Drake features used to be golden tickets. Now they're participation trophies. He's overstayed his welcome on his own sound. When your verse becomes the skip point, that's not power, that's decline. Fans used to wait for his part.
Now they wait for it to end. His cosigns don't build careers anymore, they drain them.
Right.
Drake turned from the featured god to the featured ghost. And that's a fall from grace.
The disconnection. Drake built his career by being relatable. Now he's too rich to understand normal problems. His lyrics about heartbreak and struggle don't hit the same when you're flying private jets and owning half of Toronto.
And that's big facts. Now let me vibe with y'all for a second. That's big facts because he hasn't grown as an artist. Like, we want to hear about your growth. He's still like worried about tapping into like the high school base and being cool to kids and all that stuff, which is fitting for some of the stuff that we've heard about him with the PDF file stuff and the little girl on stage, how he kissed her and said he was happy that he kissed her. He hasn't grown. Even with Jay-Z, when he dropped like 444 and stuff like that, the content changed. He talked more about being a grown man, having kids, being a boss, handling his wife, the mistakes of a husband, learning from his mistakes. We don't hear this growth from Drake. He's still talking about how he got his heart broken and he's like 40. Like, you got your heart broken when you were like 16, 17. You have to be over this by now. You had to have grown by now. You have to be on something by now. And this is all a part of the reason why Drake isn't hitting the same way they used to back in the day. So what I need y'all to do right now is drop a like on this, comment, subscribe. Let me know why you think Drake's music just isn't hitting the same. Because beyond the Kendrick and Drake battle, the features aren't hitting. SSS for you. The songs here today going to what are we doing? So y'all drop it in the comments. Let me know why y'all think Drake isn't hitting the same. Also, it's your boy Jetski G. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, you know I love y'all. I'm going to drop a banger right here and right here. Click one of those videos. I'm going to see y'all in the next update. I'm out, y'all.